So can you tell us a little bit more about the learn it all mindset?
So the learn it all mindset is basically, we'll start with the know-it-all, which we talked about a little bit about. The know-it-all has a bunch of ego. They have it all figured out. I'm sure you've seen it, whether it's around engineers or software developers who are like, this is the right way to do it. This is the right code. We have to do this. And they're not open to ideas. They have it all figured out. On the flip side of that is a learn it all. A learn it all is somebody, I like to say that table stakes is they're humble. You have to be humble and open. And then I've created a framework, the 4 C's of a learn it all, which is character, curiosity, courage, and confidence. Character, again, you have to have integrity as a leader. Shouldn't even have to say that, but it's important. It also means character is saying something and not overpromising and underproducing. Do what you're going to say what you're going to do. And be consistent. Nobody likes having a manager who schedules one-on-ones and then continuously moves them around, cancels them or reschedules them. So you got to have character as a leader. If you don't do well by your customer, don't throw it on them. Take some of the accountability, figure out what can we do to make this better. Then there's curiosity. We've talked a lot about curiosity. I think that should be the through line through every organization. How can we be curious? What can we do to do things differently? What if we tried this? And especially now, Federico, when it comes to AI, how can we improve this process leveraging AI? What insights can we learn about our company leveraging AI? So curiosity is huge. When it comes to learning, takes courage to learn. A lot of times people say, well, when you talk about learning, are you saying all you just do is learn all the time? No, because learning without doing is treason. You have to put some of it into action. You have to put it into action. And a lot of times you can't really learn things because people maybe are afraid to get out of their comfort zone. So that's why it takes courage to get out of your comfort zone. And the more you do things, just like you were talking about earlier, it creates confidence. So if you get out of your comfort zone and you take those steps and you try things, over time those muscles build and you have confidence. And that to me is really what a learn it all leader is. Character, curiosity, courage to try things out, and then it builds confidence. And then you could share that confidence with your team.
Amazing. Yeah, I think that it's hard. What was this? The philosopher was saying it's hard to fill a cup with full of water, right? So yeah, I think that it's first being able to say I don't know all, right, and then being able to learn from it, right?
Absolutely. Great book that I read recently was Who Not How, and what that book's about is a lot of times leaders make the mistake that they try to do everything themselves. They want to get everything done themselves and they do the how. Where I had a great guest on my show named Cameron Harold, and he says that you should learn to delegate everything but your genius. What he means by that is stay in your strengths zone and then delegate to other people on your team something that they could do for you. And if you do that, that's how companies scale. That's how teams get better. If you are the type of leader who empower people, put trust in them, it's okay for them to make mistakes and turn those mistakes into learning opportunities and give them growth opportunities as well.
Right, right. My first stage as leader was telling people exactly what to do, but then eventually they would come to me with all the decisions of all the company, right? And it was overwhelming. So I had to raise above that and learn how to do better, how to become a better leader and being able to delegate with ownership, right? In retrospect, sound makes sense, but at that time I struggled with it, right? Until I was able to learn how to delegate better, how to give more clear expectations on the outcome, and then being able to set, I call it boxes, maybe that's not the right term, but this idea of, whatever it's within these limits you can do, right? But I do have to set limits, right? For liability, for, whether client asks for a specific thing, right? A specific requirement. We always work within boundaries, but once I set those boundaries, I can give freedom within that boundary. And that gives a sense of relief to the person because now they understand where they need to work on, right? And they have the empowerment to do so, right? And instead of asking me, what do I need to do? They start coming up with more higher level problems, right? Or, in complexity or on risks. So we were able to have more interesting conversations.